Hello everyone, I'm Yogesh Panchal and I welcome you all in this lecture of Engineering Graphics and Design. Today we are going to be discuss about our new chapter which is orthographic projections and sectional orthographic projections. Today I want to talk about basics of orthographic projections. What is orthographic projections? So it is a technical drawing in which different views of an object are projected on different reference planes, observing perpendicular to respective reference plane. So here our object is located in different quadrants and we have to observe the object in such a way that our all eye rays are perpendicular to principal planes. And whatever the projections obtained in the reference plane, that is known as orthographic projections. So there are three types of reference planes are there: horizontal plane, vertical plane, and profile. So here you can see this is horizontal plane and this is vertical plane. Here HP and VP both are always perpendicular, means the angle between these two planes is 90 degree. And another plane, profile plane, which is always perpendicular to HP as well as perpendicular to VP. So there are main three reference planes. Now the views which we obtain on the different reference plane are front view, top view and side view. Now front view is always projected on the vertical plane when we looking from front here. When we looking from top, the projection of the object on HP, that is known as top view, means top view is projected on horizontal plane and left hand side view or right hand side view is projected on profile plane. So side view is always projected on PP. Now in orthographic projections, the projections lines are parallel to each other and perpendicular to reference planes. And observer is at infinite distance. Okay. So this is our first quadrant and we put any object here and we have to observe from here, that is the position of front view, and the projection of the object obtained on vertical plane. So we have to consider that all the projection line passing from the contour of the object to vertical plane are parallel to each other and all projection lines are perpendicular to vertical plane. So this type of projection is known as orthographic projections. Methods for orthographic projections. First angle projection method means here the views are drawn by placing the object in first quadrant. So in orthographic projections, the front view is always above XY reference line and top view is always below XY reference line. Second angle projection method. Here views are drawn by placing object in second quadrant. So the front view is always above XY, top view is also above XY. Third angle projection method. Here views are drawn by placing object is in third quadrant. Here the front view will come below XY and top view above XY. Fourth angle projection method means the object is placed in fourth quadrant. So here front view and top view both are below XY. So because due to overlapping of views in the same plane, we are not going to use second and fourth angle projection method. So in general, we are using only two projection methods. One is first angle projection method and third angle projection method. Second and fourth angle projection methods are not used because the front view and top view both the views are overlapping. What is first angle projection method? So in this method, the object is assumed to be situated in first quadrant above HP and in front of VP. The space which is above HP and in front of VP, first quadrant, and our object is located in first quadrant. So the object is between observer and plane. So these are the views when we use first angle projection method. If this is XY reference line, this is also XY. So front view is above XY and top view below XY. Left hand side view drawn on the right of the front view and right hand side view drawn at left of the front view. Bottom view is above front view and rear view or back view is right side of left hand side. So this is a symbol for first angle projection method. Here in this symbol there are two views, front view and top view of frustum of cone. Suppose one frustum of cone is resting on HP on its base and axis is perpendicular to HP, then front view is this trapezoidal shape. Here this is the front view of bottom circle, this is front view of top circle, and this is axis. These are the generators. So this is front view, and when we observe from top, in top view we will get two circles, both are concentric circles. So this is circle for top circle and outer circle is for bottom circle. So this is front view and this is top view. This is a symbol for first angle projection method. Now let us see how the views are obtained. This is one object. It is like a rectangle prism. This is a position for observer when the observer is here and he observes the front view from top view and side position for the observer. Now when the observer look the object and take the projection from the contour of the object to vertical plane, the view on VP is like this. This is known as front view. When we take the projection from top, the projection on horizontal plane, it is represented by top view, and from left hand side view, the projection on profile plane is like this, and it is known as side. So here we have to remember that in first angle projection method, front view is always above top view and top view is always below front view, and left hand side view is drawn on right of the front view and right hand side view drawn on left of the front. Now what is third angle projection method? So in third angle projection method, the object is assumed to be situated in third quadrant, means below HP and behind VP, planes being transparent, okay, and in between observer and object. So here in third angle projection method, the position for the observer is not changed. So our object is behind VP and below HP. So here we have to assume that all the planes HP and VP are transparent, so we can see the object. So here the position of the views on paper or 2D like this. So this is the XY line, this is also XY. So front view, and for top view we have to draw above front view. Left hand side view, left of the front view, right hand side view, right of the front view. This is position for bottom view, and the rear view is right of the right hand side view. So in both the cases, first angle and third angle, the position for rear view not change. Now this is a symbol for third angle projection method. So in third angle projection method, the front view is below xy and top view above xy. So here front view trapezoidal shape of frustum of cone is drawn below xy line, and top view concentric circles are above x. This is ground. Now object is placed in third quadrants. This is horizontal plane for top view. Here the projection of the object obtained on the horizontal plane. This is top view. Now vertical plane, position for the observer or front view, projection obtained from object to plane. This is front view, and left hand side view on profile plane, like this. So here plane being transparent and is in between observer and object. So here this is position for observer, this is object. So her vertical plane is in between object and observer, and assume all the planes are transparent. So to convert in 2D, you do not change the position of vertical plane. So this is front view, here front view. Now move horizontal plane 90 degree clockwise upper side. So this is top view. Profile plane move this way 90 degree. So this is left hand side. And similarly for right hand side, right side. Now let us see one problem regarding orthographic projections. So basically in orthographic projections, we have given one 3D object with dimensions, and we have to convert that 3D into 2D projections like front view, top view, side views, like this. So our data is like this. For the cuboid 50 mm by 30 mm and 20 mm, draw all 6 orthographic views using first angle projection method. So your object is cuboid, in which length of the object is 50 mm, 30 mm width and 20 mm height. So this is known as length of the object, width of the object and height of the object. So this is 3D pictorial view. The arrow represents the position for front view. So when we observe from here, we look the front view of the object. When we observe from here, this is the left hand side view. And when we observe from top, this is the position for observe. Now how to start your problem for any orthographic projections? First of all, we have to find out the overall length, width and height. It's 50, 30 and 20. So front view is always represents the length of the object and height of the object. Because we are using first angle projection method, our front view is located above xy line. Now top view, so when we observe from top, we will get two dimensions, length and width. That time the height is hidden. When we observe from front, we can see length and height, but what about width? We cannot see the width of the object. So front view represents two dimensions only, length and height. Similarly from top, the green surface which is length and width. So this is top view. This dimension represents length of the object and this dimension is width. So which dimension is common for front view and top view? Obviously length. So length of the front view and length of the top view are always equal. Now once you draw the front view and top view, how can we find the side view? So for that, we have to take a 45-degree inclined line from the intersection of xy and x1 y1 from this point and take the horizontal lines from top view up to this 45 degree. Now you have to project or draw horizontal line from every corner from top view. Then draw the vertical lines. These are known as projection lines. And from front view, draw horizontal lines. The intersecting points which represents the side view. So from left hand side view, this rectangle which represents width 30 mm and height 20 mm. So this is 30 mm width and 20 mm height. So when you looking from left hand side, you cannot see the length. For front view, you cannot see the width, and from top view, you cannot see the height. So any 2D projection represents only two dimensions. So this is position for front view, top view, and left hand side. Now what about remaining views? Now bottom view is always above front view. So for bottom view, you have to draw again one reference line parallel to XY and 45 degree from intersection of XY and X1Y1. Project vertical up to 45 degree, then horizontal and vertical from front view. So this is bottom view. Another reference X1Y1 line 45 degree, extend from bottom view and draw the right hand side. So in first angle projection method, left hand side view is always right of the front view and right hand side view always left of the front. And last, when we observe from back side means rear, the rear view is same as front view, but it is placed here on right of the left hand side. So these are the number of views, but in our practice we have to draw maximum 4 view, front view, top view, left hand side view or right hand side view for remaining problems. So these are the dimensions: 50 mm length, 30 mm width and 20 mm height. Now if you insert one dimension for length here, so there is no need to insert another dimensions for length in front view or bottom view. One dimensions 20 mm for all this view, and here the width is 30 mm, so there is no need to insert here for left hand side with 30 mm. Okay, so you have to consider this important points also. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video.